Hi, and welcome to the HTD research poster sessions for EuroSense. My name is Michelle Nigella, VP of Research and Innovation at HTD Research. And we actually had a lot of posters for EuroSense this year, 5 different posters. We had brand harmony, DIY consumer neuroscience tools, Max Implicit for consumer technical models, behavioral approaches for innovation, and a mood mapping methodology for comparing marketing versus the product experience using neuroscience. So the thing about having too many posters is that it can get really difficult to interact on all of them at the same time on a virtual conference platform. There's also no chat box for these messages, so it was hard to interact with people who were visiting. And my understanding is that some people were having some difficulty downloading the posters. So if you missed our session or had any trouble getting in contact with myself or downloading the posters, you can still find us by visiting our website at www.htdi.net. You can tweet with us at HTD Neuroscience. You can link with us on LinkedIn. You can catch our YouTube channel, or you can email me directly at michelle.nigella@htdi.net. So we're going to launch into the first of the posters that I presented at EuroSense 2020. And it was really about brand harmony. So brand harmony was where we were trying to leverage sensory aspects and experiences to ensure that the product meets the promise, or rather that the product design meets what marketing is intending. The key takeaway from this study is that System 1 measures, like implicit reaction, do help to align consumer perceptions of brands and products. The reason brand harmony is important is that it really increases the consumer satisfaction and makes a connection with the brand and equity. It helps you stay true to your unique brand personality. It creates a distinct and consistent product profile that helps consumers help them recognize and differentiate your brand from your competitors. And it also ensures that the product experience matches and meets the promises made in marketing messages, so nobody feels disappointed. The things that go into brand harmony are the sensorial experience that people experience when they actually use the product or open it up and sniff it at the shelf or look at it. The positioning of those attributes, is it a healthy product? Is it a home product? Is it a personal care product? Maybe experiences that people have with the brand, emotional experiences, things they might feel when they use the product or they hear the brand name. The visual identity of the brand when they first see either the logo or the bottle or the packaging, but also how it feels when they use the product experience. To measure brand harmony, we use a combination of tools. So we use both the cognitive measures that could be something like a max diff, but we also use psychological tools like implicit reaction time, and sometimes we use neuroscience tools like psychophysiological measures. When we do this, we're really looking to weigh the consumer needs versus their expectations, and that really helps us establish whether or not there's harmonization. We can use max diff to look at the top purchasing motivators or the top motivators for using this type of product. In this case, we were looking at home fragrance. So when people are looking to purchase a home fragrance device, such as a plug-in, they're really looking for something to be long-lasting, effective, welcoming, decorative, easy to use, and beautiful. So those are their expectations. And when we do something like an implicit study, we're able to see what happens when we look at the brand. So what is the client's brand perception versus their competitors? By looking at implicit associations, we can look at the perceptions that people have when they think of that brand. And the reason we do this alongside of the max diff approach for the top motivators is to really be able to see what the needs are versus the perception. And that gives us the need gap. So you can see, for example, here, where the client brand was not ranked as high for any of the top purchasing motivators. So the client brand is not highly associated with any of the attributes, including long-lasting and effective, which are currently on their packaging, but clearly not effective. So what happens when you compare the brand perception versus the product experience. When you look at this, you can start to see with the implicit research that the brand might be seen one way, whereas the product itself might be seen a different way. And if there isn't harmonization between the two, then you have incongruence, and that can lead to disappointment, a decrease in liking, and it might get people to not want to purchase the product again. So it's really important to make sure that different prototypes, for example, really match the key attributes that might be in the concept. I hope this has helped you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at michelle.nigella@hcvi.net.